Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Political Vigilante. My name is Graham Elwood. Thank you for watching. So I've talked about the Armenian Genocide resolution that passed overwhelmingly in the House of Congress. And I did a video on how, Ilhan Omar, who there's a lot about her I like, she voted present. She didn't vote yes, she didn't vote no, but she just voted present on a bill that was overwhelmingly going to be passed. And so I've talked about how Congress, then the next step was it just needs to go to the Senate. They've done 3 or 4 attempts, I think 3 attempts to try to get the Armenian Genocide bill through the Senate, and senators blocked it until this morning. Senate passes Armenian Genocide resolution. This is in the Hill. This just dropped this morning, December 12th. The Senate passed on the Thursday, formally recognizing Ottoman Empire's genocide against the Armenian people, a move strongly opposed by the Turkish government. The genocide resolution passed the House with a 405-11 vote, as I said, and 3 Republican senators had previously blocked the passage of the resolution amid pressure from the White House, right? So I'm going to get into a second about what the resolution has in it, but this is a significant thing. This is a big deal. And yes, this is a political football. This is a political move, but ultimately, this is a victory for Armenians and just anyone that wants the truth out there. Kim Kardashian, who I can't say I'm the biggest fan of, has whatever 15 million followers on all of her social media, was pushing out, hey, she's been big on pushing for this. Contact your senators. Make this happen, which I'll give her credit. You got to really, she's using her platform for good. She got famous making a sex tape and then just, pushes makeup or whatever, and then, hey, whatever, that's fine. But now she's using her platform for good. So I don't know, maybe I need to make a sex tape. I tried to make one with Ron Placone in Australia, but then he set a toaster on fire and it didn't happen. Anyway, it comes a day after the Senate Foreign Relations Committee passed Turkey's sanctions legislation. What does this mean for Turkey? So obviously, I'm sure that this, and people are surmising that the U.S. can now use this as leverage against, their sanctions against Turkey. They're selling weapons to, Russia. Turkey just bought a bunch of weapons from Russia, and there's a lot of issues here, but that's why historically, that's why we haven't recognized the Armenian Genocide. Oh, Turkey was our ally. We need their bases for the war in the Middle East. Israel still won't recognize the Armenian Genocide and it's just the right thing to do. Are the reasons why it got recognized? Someone's just using it as a political thing? Probably. But to me, the end result is what's important. Let's go into the detail. I went to this. This is an Armenian news site. U.S. Senate recognized the Armenian Genocide. Let's go into the basics here. Here's what it resolves: that it is the policy of the United States to commemorate the Armenian Genocide through official recognition and remembrance. That's a big deal. April 24th. Reject efforts to enlist, engage, or otherwise associate the U.S. government with denial of the Armenian Genocide or any other genocide. So the United States cannot be enlisted or engaged or associate. So Turkey adamantly denied. Turkey, now there's only 2 countries that deny it, to my knowledge, Israel and Turkey. So we can't associate with denial of the Armenian Genocide or any other genocide. Which, if we're the land of freedom, then we can't deny it. This is a big deal. We can't deny the genocide of Native Americans here in North America. That's what this says. See the significance of this? You see how important this is? This is what's right for the human race, for the evolution of the human race. We need to stop wars. We need to stop killing each other. We need to stop genocide. One of the ways, you got to acknowledge it, man. You have to acknowledge that it's happening. You have to. Encourage education and public understanding of the facts of the Armenian Genocide, including the U.S. role in the humanitarian relief effort, and the relevance of the Armenian Genocide to modern-day crimes against, and the relevance of the Armenian Genocide to modern-day crimes against humanity. Now, what this talks about is Woodrow Wilson, and I'm going to talk about it in a second, he encouraged the formation of the Near East Relief, chartered by the Act of Congress, which raised approximately $116 million, which would be about $2.5 billion in today's dollars, between 1915 and 1930, and the Senate adopted resolutions condemning the massacre. So we were on the right side of it. We just couldn't flat out acknowledge it. So what this is saying, as I understand it, is understanding how we helped and the relevance of the Armenian Genocide to modern day crimes against humanity. What this is important, one of the Nazis looked to how the Ottoman Empire committed this genocide. And there's a famous quote from Hitler, I believe, that says something to the effect of, who's going to care what we do to the Jews because, I'm paraphrasing, who's going to care what we do to the Jews because look what happens for the Armenians. No one's speaking up for them. Right? Which is why it's so wrong that the Israeli government, and there's Israeli scholars and historians who have spoken out to say it's wrong that Israel recognize this genocide. But this is when America when America needs to self-correct and do the right thing. This is when America can be a world leader. Rather than a world leader in bombing and and wealth inequities, we should be a leader in identifying this. This is how we fix the genocide of slavery, the genocide of Native Americans, the genocide, anything. Rwanda, like, we got to acknowledge it, man. And then we can heal and move forward. And we encourage education and public understanding of the facts. This is a big deal. So I'm happy that this happened. And, Turkey, needs to step up and just acknowledge it. And what is this going to mean for reparations? I don't know. I don't know what that's going to mean. Is there money to be paid? I don't know. If there is, if it's valid, then it should be. But just saying, oh, it was part of war is not the case, because the Nazis looked to the Ottoman Empire and looked at their planning and carrying out of a genocide. So I'm happy that this happened. Hats off to the Senate for making this happen. I mean, Ted Cruz is one of the guys, like, so it was spearheaded, and this is how America can actually be a world leader. Let's recognize all of them and acknowledge. It doesn't mean we're bad. It doesn't, like, recognize it. If reparations are being made, that's how we're going to heal, man. That's how we're going to heal. And that's how we're going to move forward. Thanks for watching the show, everybody. Like, share, subscribe to videos, and support what I'm doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood. You get bonus content for as little as $5 a month. You can watch all my videos if you don't want to support YouTube, which I understand, because they keep demonetizing me. They're suppressing my video views. My views should be way higher. They were so high over the summer, and then they're suppressing them. Many of you have said in the comments section, Graham, this video has been up for an hour. It has 230 likes and 0 views. So there's just evidence of it. Anyway, so I put all my videos at Rokfin.com/Graham Elwood. It's a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. They're all ad-free. And for $10 a month, you get the premium videos as well, and you get access to all the premium content creators. And then join Ron Placone and I on the road, Ventura, California, and Hollywood, December 13th and 14th, and a bunch of 2020 tour dates. Florida, Portland, Seattle, Tucson. We're adding dates all the time. Go to GrahamElwood.com. Thanks for watching.